Hello everyone, welcome to the Botany revision class part 2 for 3rd BSc 6th semester. In this video, I am going to deal with the two important concepts, plant growth regulators and ozone layer depletion. So what do you mean by growth and development? Growth means it is an irreversible or permanent changes in the mass, that means increase in the size, volume and weight of any part of the plant body. So then development means it is a series of changes that occurs during the growth is called as development. So growth means it is the permanent changes, whereas development means it is the series of changes that takes place during the growth. Now we'll move on to the next topic, phytohormones. Phytohormones are nothing but plant growth regulators. So these are the organic substances which are produced naturally within the plant body in low concentration. Now what is the function of this plant hormone? So these plant hormones may increase or decrease or modify the growth and development in the plant body. Next, classification. On the basis of nature of function, phytohormones or the plant growth regulators are classified into two types: growth promoting hormones and growth inhibiting hormones. Growth promoting hormones increase the growth of the plant, whereas growth inhibiting hormones inhibit the growth of the plant. Some of the examples for growth promoting hormones are AUXINS, gibberellins, cytokinins, etc. And examples for growth inhibiting hormones include abscisic acid and ethylene. Now let's move on to the first growth promoting hormone, that is AUXINS. So this auxin, it is derived from the Greek word auxin, which means to grow or to increase. It may be defined as growth promoting substance which promote growth along the vertical axis when applied in low concentration to the shoot of the plant. And these auxins possess certain physiological effects on the plant body, and some of the physiological roles performed by the auxins are: it helps in cell division and cell elongation, induce apical dominance, phototropism, and also helps in the formation of roots and for the formation of seedless fruits called parthenocarpy. The second growth promoting hormone is gibberellins. It was discovered by Kurosawa, a Japanese plant pathologist, and was extracted by the fungus Gibberella fugiculae. Now, about 80 different gibberellins are available, which are named as GA1 to GA80, where GA means gibberellic acid, and the most commonly occurring gibberellin is GA3. The third plant growth promoting hormone is cytokinins. So auxins and gibberellins, it helps in the cell elongation process, and for the cell division process, the most important factor is cytokinase. So this cytokinin, it helps in the cell division process in the plant body. and initially this cytokinins named as kinetin or zeatin. Under plant growth inhibiting hormones, there are two types. Two examples, ethylene and abscisic acid. Both hormones inhibit the growth of the plant. So, where ethylene is commonly called as fruit ripening agent. It promotes the ripening process, whereas the abscisic acid, it induces closure of stomata and also inhibit the growth of the bud as well as shoot formation. So that's it about the plant growth regulators. Now we'll move on to the second topic, that is ozone layer depletion. Ozone is a form of oxygen. Most of the atmospheric ozone, it occurs in the stratosphere region, and the greatest concentration of ozone occurs between 19 to 30 kilometers. This band of ozone rich air is called ozone layer. Ozone is both beneficial and harmful to us, but the depletion of ozone layer is very much harmful to the environment and habitats. Now let's move on to the advantages and disadvantages of UV rays. Fortunately for life on Earth, our atmosphere's stratospheric ozone layer shields us from most UV radiation. It affects human health both positively and negatively. Short exposure to UVB radiation generates vitamin D, sterilization, pest control, authentication of documents, whereas higher exposure of UVB radiation can cause skin diseases, even skin cancer. The ozone layer is a deep layer in the stratosphere encircling the Earth that has large amounts of ozone in it. The layer shields the entire Earth from much of the harmful ultraviolet radiation that comes from the sun. For nearly a billion years, ozone molecules in the atmosphere have protected life on Earth from the effects of ultraviolet rays. So, what do you mean by ozone layer depletion? Recently, chlorofluorocarbons were used a lot in industry and elsewhere to keep things cold and to make foam and soaps. Strong winds carry CFCs up into the stratosphere where UV radiation breaks them apart, releasing chlorine atoms. Each chlorine atom can attack and break apart as many as 100,000 ozone molecules during the time it is in the stratosphere. The chlorine from CFCs reduces the amount of ozone in the stratosphere. Other ozone-eating chemicals are pesticides such as methyl bromide, halogens used in fire extinguishers, and methyl chloroform used in business. So 10% depletion in the ozone results in 30% increase of skin cancer. Damage to the ozone layer can cause the following: skin cancer, cataracts, suppression of the immune system, premature aging of the skin. Since the benefits of sunlight cannot be separated from its damaging effects, it is important to understand the risks of overexposure and take simple precautions to protect yourself. How to protect the ozone layer? The ozone layer must be protected. For this, the use of CFCs has to be stopped. We must buy products that are labeled ozone friendly or CFC free. Substitutes for CFCs should be used. HCFCs are substitutes for CFCs. Let us all take a step ahead and save the ozone layer. Thank you.